Hi, Michael E Garza here for Exp Realty. We serve the San Francisco East Bay region. Here's one from the Ask Mike file. I've had several emails asking why if rates are so high and the market seems to be slowing and moving to a buyer's market, why are prices still so high? Well, now, I like that information as much as the next guy, but I'm going to try not to spread any of that here. There is an answer, but as often is the case in real estate, it's complicated. There are more than a few reasons for this. Most would say the biggest factor is the immutable force of supply and demand, meaning that if there's more people who want to buy properties than there are properties, prices go up, and they stay up as long as that's the case. So one of the problems started in 1972 when the California legislature passed the CEQA, or California Environmental Quality Act. Now this act, in a nutshell, says that anyone can sue anyone developing land for any reason. Got a great view? Neighbors building a second story that will block that view? You can tie them up in court for years or even decades. Same with the developer. The Sierra Club will sue and effectively stop any large project development they don't like. And I'm here to tell you they don't like development. That forces development towards building more expensive homes. This is because there's more profit in a more expensive home. This in turn offsets the court and fee costs for developers that they're forced to pay in California. It's great for move-ups or people who already have property and want a nicer or larger home, but it still doesn't really help the mid-level or first-time buyers. So it all boils down to the need to increase construction of apartments, 2, 3, and 4-plexes that can be purchased or rented out. Historically, these were homes built just for first-time buyers in addition to condos and townhomes. And I remember this back when I was younger. You didn't see older folks, people over 30, really living in condos or townhomes that were designed for entry level. People lived there a couple of years and split. Because of the costs involved in moving to a single-family home, however, people are electing to stay in those homes much longer or permanently, and they weren't supposed to. That's not what they were made for. In a healthy market, homes in this sector should turn over 2 to 5 years. That was always the plan, but not anymore. Rates are having their effect on inventory supplies as well. Retirees and empty nesters are staying in their homes longer because the taxes are low thanks to Prop 13, which allows for a 2% per year maximum on property tax increases. Now, this is sketchy because you can move and keep your tax base, but add to that the cost of moving and a new higher interest rate mortgage, and it doesn't make sense to leave. Thus, they're locking up property for a long period of time, many times until they pass. I met a woman in Castro Valley in her 70s one day while I was walking the neighborhood, and she lived in a 6-bedroom house by herself. Her kids were long gone and her husband was passed, and as much as she wanted to move to a senior community, she couldn't. The new loan on a much smaller place, like in Trilogy, would be more on a monthly basis than she was paying on her current large home that was based at a lower rate. And add to that a limited income, and the decision was easily made. The cost of the cost of the cost is the problem. So that leaves us with only one real solution: building. California is nearly 1 million homes behind in demand. Inventory should be at a 6-month level. Current inventory is just weeks in some areas. Then now you have the LA fires, right? There goes more inventory, both rental and purchase property. Thousands of homes are going to be tied up for however long it takes to rebuild those houses on PCH and elsewhere. And did I mention the shortage of construction personnel? These are hard facts, but don't give up. I always try and school my clients. The people who have a plan and work the plan will win. The people who quit never win. That's all I got for you today. Michael E Garza, Exp Realty in San Ramon. We serve the entire East Bay region. And you can see my contact information if you need my help at the end of this message. Thanks. Have a nice day.